friends, it's Janelle with Authentic Retail Results with another Retail Minute coming at you. Today I wanted to talk about add-ons. Add-ons. A lot of our retail staff I find is very apprehensive to suggest add-ons, but I'm going to show you or talk about how to do it without feeling pushy. So if your team struggles with add-on sales, it's not usually because they don't know exactly what to suggest. It's because they're worried about how it feels. Right? They don't want to feel like a pushy salesperson, and they don't want to annoy the customer. And honestly, they don't want to seem too salesy. So what happens? Literally nothing. Nothing happens. Okay, they say nothing. And that is where a lot of opportunity gets left behind. So let's reframe add-ons, right? It's a bit of a mindset shift. Add-ons are not about selling more, right? That doesn't need to be our focus. They're about completing the solution for the customer. By adding on, a salesperson is actually giving the customer everything that that customer needs to fully enjoy their product right away. Okay? So what makes it real, right? With an add-on, rather than suggesting just a random item, figure out what makes sense. So for example, if I'm coming in and I'm a customer who's purchasing a pair of shoes, ask yourself what helps them last longer, right? What kind of protective sprays can we do, right? Or excuse me, can we suggest? What kind of socks am I going to need, right? To make these shoes feel amazing. If it's an outfit, right? What is one item that pulls it together? Is it a scarf? Is it a belt that makes it look amazing? Is it a pair of shoes, right? And if I'm coming in and purchasing a gift, what enhances that gift experience? Is it gift wrapping, or perhaps a card, or engraving? Or maybe it's another little add-on gift that just makes it an absolutely perfect basket, or a perfect sort of complete gift for whoever is receiving that gift. These are natural extensions, not just random suggestions, okay? And why this matters is when add-ons don't happen, the customer leaves with an incomplete solution. And I actually have personally experienced it, where I got a pair of shoes and I got them. I was so excited. I ordered them online from an independent retailer. I got them and I was so excited to wear my new shoes. And then I realized, oh, it's the middle of winter. It's sloppy outside. I'm going to need to protect them with some leather protector. I'll just go check and see if I don't have any. And I actually felt disappointed because I wasn't able to enjoy my shoes right then and there. I had to wait 2 days until I could track down some leather protector and spray it on my new shoes before I could wear them. So I actually felt disappointed. And I actually recall saying, I wish they had suggested some leather protector when I bought these shoes. Okay, so if we're not suggesting add-ons, we're actually allowing the customer to leave with an incomplete solution and potentially setting them up to actually be disappointed in one way about their purchase. Okay, so also by not adding on, we lose revenue, and it's easy revenue, right? It would have been so easy for them to upsell me $20 for the leather protector. And the other thing is the team misses those confidence building moments of, oh yeah, I do want that with my purchase. Thanks for suggesting it, right? So again, it's not because the team doesn't care. They're avoiding add-ons because they don't want to feel uncomfortable. So they default to silence. So start with this rule, okay? This is a starting point. I would like you to end up ahead of this, but we got to start somewhere. Every customer gets one thoughtful suggestion. Not 5, not overwhelming, just one, okay? And make it feel natural. So for example, train your team or coach them when you're coaching add-ons to say something like, well, a lot of people will grab this to go with whatever you chose, or this works really well with what you've picked out. Or, ooh, I'd like to show you one thing that pairs really nicely with this. And notice how none of those are a question that someone could say yes or no to. I'm just assuming that they're going to want to see what I have to show them, okay? Now, the reason this works is because it doesn't feel pushy. It feels helpful. The goal is I don't want to be adding pressure. Our goal is not to add pressure. Our goal is to add value. So try this with your team. I would love to see each person on the team create 3 add-on phrases that they feel comfortable using. Okay, and then share those with the other members of the team, right? We can all share, and if we have 5 team members and each person comes up with 3 phrases, that's 15 add-on phrases we can use, right? Identify in the store the easiest add-on to suggest, right? Maybe every time you sell a pair of jeans, it's so easy to add on a belt, or maybe, laces with shoes. I don't know. But then here's where the real challenge is. I want each sales associate to identify the hardest add-on and practice that. The goal is not perfection, okay? The goal is to build comfort and to build consistency, okay? So when your team understands that add-ons, they're part of the service, they stop hesitating and they start guiding the sale. So if this is something that you're finding a challenge in your team, reach out to us. We partner with retailers all the time and help them find solutions to adding on and so much more in their businesses. Happy retailing!